Somebody count me down from 5. Quickly. Hello, friends. What's up to the gays? What's up to the days? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the group chat. If you're new here, my name is Carlneesha, and this is I Have Something to Say, a weekly podcast where I come on here to talk about thoughts that I probably should have kept to myself, and now you're in it. Mostly we talk about what's affecting the lesbian community, but it's just a little bit chaotic, so I do apologize in advance. But this week it's like, why are you going on Zillow with that girl you never even met, or you never even met her mama, and you don't even know her last name? Exactly. If you've been here before, welcome back to another Lesbian Agenda meeting. We have a lot to get into today. Before we get into, I just want to say thank you for all the love for episode 2, the love for episode 1. The comments, they're really tickling me. They are so, like, y'all are so hilarious that I love it. I absolutely love it. We're sending them to their friends saying like, this is you, and then they like screenshot it and send it to me. I appreciate y'all so much. So we have a lot to get into today. I'm not gonna hold you. We have lesbian court. I have my rulings from last week. Amen. We have a new drink of the week. Amen. And most importantly, we're gonna be discussing something that's been affecting the community for centuries, decades. I'm not sure which one is longer, so I do apologize if I said that backwards. Anywho, delusion. I've never been delusional, but I'm gonna help y'all, so don't even fret. Before we get into today's psychological evaluation of the lesbian line, amen, we're gonna get into this week's drink of the week, brought to you by Cutwater. No, this is not sponsored. Like, I'm still like having to pay for this out of pocket, so Cutwater, like, exactly. I have never tried this flavor. It's a tiki rum mai tai, so we're gonna try it together. Hold on, I want y'all to get a little ASMR. I got nails. Okay, hold on. It's giving notes of mai, a little bit Thai, a little bit tiki, a lot of rum. This is the 12.5%, so it's doing what it need to do. I'm gonna give this, hold on. She is strong. She is so strong, but like in the best way possible. I'm gonna give her a 9 out of 10. My favorite is probably the lemon drop, but this might be a close second. Like, this is really, really good. Would I trust a lesbian carrying this drink? Yes, because this to me signals that she has inner strength. Amen. It signals to me that she's about growth. She doesn't want to be just stagnant. You know what I mean? Hold on, y'all, because one thing I ain't never been is no chap lip hole. And if you're looking for the best lip product, y'all be like, oh, your lips look so good. Oh my God, I want to kiss you. You look so soft. This is why. Oh, sorry. This is why. Eat them. I have like 6 of these, and I'm about to run out of 2. So eat them. If you want to send me something, please send me the butter mochi. Yeah, this is my favorite. It's on to everyone's favorite segment, lesbian court. Somebody cue the music. Y'all, they was trying to copyright me. Hold on. I really want like a theme song or something. Is anybody good with theme songs? Somebody come up with something. You here and you're not aware what lesbian court is? Don't worry, I got you. Come here. Quickly, come here. Okay, so lesbian court is a segment where I read confessions, advice, feedback, something that y'all need from me. I am the judge. I am the prosecutor. I am the prosecutioner, and y'all are my jury. So I'm gonna read y'all the case. I'm gonna give you both sides, the defense and the prosecution. I've been learning. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all both sides. I'm gonna give y'all all the facts. I'm gonna give y'all my tea, my take, and everything. And then you're gonna, in the comments, you're gonna be my jury. You're gonna let me know, are they guilty? Are they innocent? What y'all thinking? What's the tea? And then we're gonna come back next week and we're gonna read the verdict like I'm about to do right now. Exactly. So case number 1 was called I Was Supposed to Just Be the Side Quest. Now, I did come to a verdict. You're guilty. If you thought you was going to be innocent, no. Summer of 2026 is right around the corner, so I'm only going to send it to you to 1 month with probation the day that summer starts. And I do need a follow-up in 3 to 5 months. Type shit. Case number 2. Should I grab my dick and leave? Guilty. Guilty on all counts. All of them. I don't know how many there were. All of them. Abuse in any form is never okay, and I'm never going to support that. So your sentence is just therapy. And we're also going to dispatch all of my prayer warriors. Everybody bow your head. Bow your head. Moment of silence for my good sis. Amen. Okay. Case number 3. 2 women, 1 career, and 1 bad decision away. Now, my good sis is innocent, but she is on probation for 3 months. I want you to go and find a good toy. I think that's just what you need. You just need a good toy, and you know, don't even worry about it, Frank, because I'm gonna set you up right here. Use this. Go get you a new one. And you can continue to do some community service, if you know what I mean. So let's get into this week's court cases. I'm going to put out another Instagram story where you can submit some stories. I will send you all the information that you need. Just get it back to me. Last week we had 51 submissions. I'm still getting through them because y'all hoes got a lot going on, but amen, y'all got me. And that's where it don't matter because we're going to get through this together. Right. Case number 1 is called Fat But Never Ugly. Amen. Hey, girly. I would like to stay anonymous. I got you, sis. So I'm 27 and I go out and party and socialize. I want to talk about the fat phobia in the gay community. I'm finding it very hard to find a partner or somebody to even go on a date with. When I attempt to shoot my shot, most of the time I'm being perceived as a friend. Do you have any tips? P.S. I am not one of those fat people that are not confident. Period. I love myself, and if I choose to work on myself, that's my own choice. But I do find when I go out, I don't get as approached as much as the same amount as my skinnier friends. Thanks so much. You're welcome, Bookie Butt. Now, this one kind of hit me. Like, it kind of hit home for me. Hold on. Because before y'all, there have been several points in my life where I have been bigger than what I am currently. As a PCOS girly, I feel like my weight always be fluctuating. You know what I mean? Now, one thing I'm going to say, the studs, the stems, the mass girly pops, they ain't never cared about no weight. When I see a skinny stud, I know she want a big girl. I know she do. Like, that's just how it go. I don't know what the math is. So, friend, I'm not sure what issues you're having. I feel like it's more of like a mental thing, because I just feel like if you are as confident as you say you are, you're not going to have any issues. If you're a bad bitch, you're going to be a bad bitch regardless. You know what I mean? Like, if you fat, that's okay. Nobody called you ugly. You know? You just big. And if you got something in the back, something in the front, nobody's complaining. Nobody. If you want to send me something and like verify that for you, I can do that. And I can also get a community to do that for you. But I'm sure, my good sis, you have nothing to worry about. There was a part in here where I was like, hold on, because I feel like, walk with me. Okay. So I feel like sometimes, don't shoot the messenger, but I feel like some of the big girlies be a little bit insecure, still confident, but insecure that they're big, and it's like a conscious thing that they're doing that makes it less confident. Does that make sense? Let me break it down. You can be confident, which it sounds like you are, like, you know that you're a beautiful woman, and we love that. However, if it keeps like occurring to you that people aren't approaching you because you're fat, maybe you had a stank attitude. Maybe you have a resting bitch face. You know what I mean? Like, I truly, from the like deep depths of my heart, I don't believe that it's because you're fat, because the fat girlies have never been like an issue, whether they've been gay, straight, days, thems. It's never been an issue, because there's the guys who love the big girls, and there's the girls who love the big girls. Exactly. So I feel like maybe we should do some self-reflection, and maybe it's something else. But if it's not, and you feel like I'm just speaking out the side of my neck, maybe you should do the approaching. I feel like femmes in 2026, we need to start approaching these studs. When you see a stud with that locks down her back, go up to her and say, I want that. I need that. And this is what she say. And when it work out, let me know. Okay. Next case. Case number 2 is called Stem But Stuck. All right. It starts out, hi Carlneesha, thank you for your time. You welcome, Bookie Butt. I am a 31. Damn. Sorry. I've always wanted to do that. I'm so sorry. I didn't even mean that. I really didn't. I'm gonna get back to your story. Okay. I'm a 31-year-old black. That was God. He said, humble your ass and humble your ass quickly. I do apologize. That was on me. I am a 31-year-old black woman. Stem on a good day, soft mask on most days, but never femme. And I'm really struggling to find love. I'm into feminine presenting women. All the women I have dated say the same thing, that I'm an amazing woman, an incredible lover, blah, 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 but they end up leaving about after a year. Now, friend, okay, let me go back so y'all can get that piece in y'all mind. All the women I have dated say the same thing. Asterisk that for me. That I'm an amazing woman, an incredible lover, blah, blah, blah. But they end up leaving after about a year. Their reasons being that I'm too good for them, or they want to see other people, or a combination of both. So this leaves me quite perplexed. Not perplexed. So this leaves me quite perplexed, because if I'm not good, why no one choose me? Type shit. I am not desperate or anything, but I'm really curious to know your take on it. I know I'm not an ugly woman by all standards. I am well brought up, smart, funny, gentle, compassionate, incredibly good in bed. So I hear. So what's wrong with me? Also, I feel like I've been a bit passive in the way that I date. I do tend to believe that femmes are straight before they tell me otherwise. So I don't really do a whole lot of approaching, which is not serving me at all. You seem to be a feminine presenting woman. Do you have any advice on how to approach feminine women? I really want to do better. Before I break this down, before I break the case down, what do you mean by you seem to be a feminine presenting woman? What part of me said that I'm not? All right, let me break down this case. Now, there's a lot in here that I feel like we need to dissect. Walk with me here. The first line that really stood out for me was, all the women I have dated say the same thing. If everyone is telling you the same thing, friend, why? You know what I mean? Like, if everyone keeps telling you, like, oh my God, you stink, oh my God, you stink, oh my God, you stink, you go take a shower. Boom, boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? So if everyone is telling you that you're this amazing woman, you're an incredible lover, but then they leave you, something's off. We're missing something. You know what I mean? And again, it's back to that, like, I know I'm beautiful, I know I'm not ugly, but it's something else. In my younger days, amen, I may have said, like, oh my God, you're so good, like, you're too good for me, and then you leave. But really, it's something else. And if it's everyone, again, is saying the same thing, friend, stick with me. I feel like there's something that you're missing. You're not ugly. You're 31. You're a STEM. Okay. Can I be honest? Can Can I be honest here? Okay. I have a slight problem with the STEM community. Just a tiny, it's really tiny. I promise it's a tiny issue that I have with the STEM community, okay? So I feel like STEMs usually do one very well. And what I mean by that is usually they're very beautiful, feminine, but sometimes they may not show up as well as they do in their masculinity, or they show up really well in their masculinity, but they don't show up well in their femininity. Now, there are women who do both very well. There are. I'm not dismissing them women, but a vast majority of the STEM women that I see, maybe you should just be the mask. Maybe you should just be the femme. You know, do you get what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, maybe there's something else that we like. I wish that there was more that you were giving me than they all say the same thing, that I'm good in bed, I'm an incredible lover, but then they leave. Because those are two positive things, but really easy scapegoats as well. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then you say, I am well brought up, smart, funny, gentle, compassionate, incredibly good in bed. I believe you, sis. I do. Because I'm a woman of the people. When you say well brought up, what do you think that means? When you say smart and funny, like, how do you know that for sure? Like, I think that I am very introverted, but a lot of people would categorize me as outgoing. You know what I'm saying? So my take on it is there's something else. What this something else is, I can't really give you that without knowing the full picture. But to really answer the root of your question, do you have any advice on how to approach feminine women? Yes, I do. I have a lot of advice. You want to do better. One, never assume that somebody is straight. Never assume that somebody is gay. And my philosophy, everybody is gay until proven straight. Because even the straight girlies, they be interested. I know a couple of y'all who only been with men, but y'all secretly deep down y'all be coming back to this podcast every week because you waiting on Haley Kiyoko or whatever her name is and Jennifer's body to come whisk you away. You was looking at Ruby Rose when she came out in Orange Is the New Black. You said Poussey is fine, and then when she popped out with that white woman, you was like, but you still loved her down. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we should all just learn that everyone is gay. That's the moral of that sentence. Everyone is gay until they're proven straight. Now, how do you approach feminine women? The same way that you approach masculine women, with honesty. I want to say I did a little 3-part series, but we're going to break it down really quickly. When you go up to a woman, you don't want it to make it sound like an interview, but you want to be intrigued. You want to tell her that you are interested. So, walk up to said lady. Hey, my name is Carlneesha. I saw you from across the room. I just thought you were super beautiful. I thought you have an amazing presence, and I just wanted to say hi. Boom. Give her time. See what the vibes is. If the vibes is there, if you cute like you say you are, if you funny like you say you are, you know what I'm saying? Then she'll kind of return the energy. If she's not feeling it, cool. I hope you have a good night. I just wanted to come over here and let you know. But if she's feeling it, you get the you know what I'm saying? Ask her a question. Again, no interviews. Tell her something honestly that made you want to come approach her. You know, was it oh my God, your laugh, I heard it from across the room and I just couldn't look away. I needed to come see what that was talking about. I need that, you know? And I feel like we're not feeling the vibes out because after a year, everyone's saying the same thing. So maybe there's something else. Maybe we do need to do the approaching and just put ourselves out there and see what the vibes are. And maybe when we get more information, amen, we can come back and revisit this. How does that sound? I feel like that was the defense and the prosecution. I feel like I hit both. What y'all think? Now that we have done our court cases, court is officially out of session. We're going to talk about what I really wanted to talk to y'all about this week in this lesbian agenda meeting FaceTime call group chat. Amen. I feel like there is really a level of delusion you need to have as a lesbian to really be locked in to reach your full potential as a lesbian. Let me break this down for you. I feel like there's something unlocked in us at a very young age that makes us to be in this space of lesbianism, right? Because for so long, people may have looked at us weird or be like, why are you liking a woman? Or the church may tell you this thing, but the level of delusion, you have to be like, girl, I'm not hearing what you talk about because that girl is fine. That girl is bad. When them locks come out that ponytail, exactly. So let me just first explain where I'm coming from, and then I'm gonna break this down for y'all. And y'all gonna tell me what you think, friend. Okay. So I wake up every day and I look at myself in the mirror and I say, God damn, bitch, you is sexy. Stick with me. I wake up every day and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sexy. Like, I couldn't imagine waking up every day and be like, oh my God, I'm an ugly hoe. You know what I'm saying? There has to be this level of delusion in my mind. No matter what I look like, when my eyes be crusted and I got drool out the side of my mouth, I still be like, oh my God, I'm such a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then imagine waking up. I'm a bad bitch. I look at my friends and I think that they're ugly. Never. When I wake up, I look at me, bad bitch. I look at my friends, badder bitches. You know what I'm saying? So there's just this level of delusion. Like, imagine waking up if you was ugly. Then you look at your friends and your friends is ugly. Spooky. Spooky. But that's not something that we as lesbians experience because there's this level of delusion that we have. Amen. Stay with me. Walk with me. And now we have reached our peak lesbianism. The more you read into that delusion, the more lesbianism makes sense. Walk with me. I say every day that I have the tiniest waist. I be shopping in the plus size, but I know that my waist is tiny. I know that it is. Why? Delusion. Let's break this down. I do believe that there is different stages of lesbian delusion, right? Because to get to the point where you can move in with somebody, or you looking at Zillow and you looking up your future house with this woman that you've only known for like 2 weeks, lesbianism. How did we get there? Why do the straights not understand, like, when I tell you that I love this girl that I met last week, why I love her so incredibly much? Right. So it starts with that initial talking. It doesn't have to be a meet. I do not have to see you in person to reach this level of delusion, right? It's that initial eye contact. The way that women hold precious eye contact, like the way that it means so much to us, even in the straight community, even in the straight community, they think that eye contact is flirty. And the way that lesbians, two women, have eye contact, exactly. And then you get to TikTok. As soon as I find the TikTok and I'm sending you TikToks just back to back. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. And now somehow I've sent you a ring. Did y'all see that? Okay. Somehow I've sent you a ring and now we're planning our wedding and talking about kids, and I haven't known you for 6 months. Delusion. If you're not delusional, you are not a lesbian. Type amen in the comment if you agree. I'll wait. Exactly. Do you ever get to a point where you meet a woman and you're like, oh my God, I've never felt like this a day in my life? Yes, you have, friend. Yes, you have. But this woman is so special to you now. Even though the last woman may have been special, the woman before that may have been special, this one right here is different. And that's peak lesbianism. Because the beauty that you're able to see something new, something special in each person that you put your energy into, put your love into, that can only be achieved by women. That's what I mean. Part 2, how we get here. Once your friends get involved, once we put them in a group chat, once they get that nickname, Houston Bay, Jim Bay, and now they're feeding into your delusion, that only amplifies. You get me? I am in a group chat with lesbian women, my friends. And the way that the delusion sparks when I say I'm in love, it's not even just me. It's the fact that they co-signed me. And now my head, like, it was like this already. Now it's like that, you know? And again, like, friendship is basically organized delusion, but in sport. Your friends will watch you reply, like, something, will watch the girl reply to something super simple. Like, she's telling you about her day, and she was like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And then I was just like thinking like, oh, you would have liked that. Oh, she said you would have liked that? She's in love with you. And you can't convince me otherwise. Because why? Say it with me, class. Delusion. Hold on. Lesbians really think in a soulmate, soul ties kind of way. We're creating the playlist. Text me when you get home. Checking your location just to make sure you made it safe. I'm telling you to be safe when you get off the phone, you in your own house. Asking what you ate for lunch, dinner, breakfast. And if you didn't eat, it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, a man just really could never. And he might, if you're one of the bi girlies or one of the straight girls, you just happen to have stumbled upon here, he might. But from day one, he probably didn't. And that's the difference about a delusional lesbian that really just makes loving every single lesbian that you get with so much better. Like, no matter how much heartbreak I feel like I will ever experience in life, or how much things don't work out for me in certain situations, I know the next time that I meet somebody, the fact that I can, like, just discard that because I'm so open, so ready to receive love, I'm so ready to give my love, amen, that it doesn't matter. It truly does not matter, because the lesbian delusion is like, I'm going to give you everything I have because we're lover girls. At the end of the day, we're delusional lover girls. Our friends co-sign on our delusion. But at the end of the day, there's nothing more pure. There's nothing more honest, nothing more authentic. Even if it is, you know, we be jumping in real fast. I hope nothing but love in your life, friend. And I hope that you reach the level of delusion to where you are just dreaming about the world with your woman. Because that's... that's just what it's all about. At the end of the day is a good support system, a good woman, and maybe some drinks. Shout out to the Cutwater. All right, now that I've just publicly exposed the lesbian community, let's get into some therapy corner. For the last 2 weeks, we have been doing We're Not Really Strangers cards, and I have loved that so much. I wanted to switch it up a little bit this week. This isn't sponsored, but I did download Paired. It is a couples, it's like marketed for couples and relationships. However, I think it is just so important as lesbians, like, to have these deeper conversations. So I did download this app called Pairs. I'll put a little screenshot up here, because I feel like lesbians really need mandated communication exercises before we start opening the Zillow app. And I'm here, amen, to help you. So when I was downloading Paired, it asked a bunch of questions about a relationship. So even if I'm talking to someone, I would honestly use that app to, like, get to know someone on a deeper level, because I feel like for the level of delusion that we have, we're jumping to Zillow before we've even asked some of the deep questions. When I answer the questions, I hope that you as well answer them with me. This first prompt here is: the best thing about growing older is ... For me, I think when I think about growing up and getting older with my person, I feel like some people, they have like this really like mentality of, I need to be successful in my career or things like that. For me, growing older is about building a strong foundation for my family. I want to be able to provide for my wife, for future kids, and for us to not have to worry about money or where we're going to live, and to just live comfortably. Okay, now this question right here, this was the one where I was like, Paired has really found the questions that I've been needing to ask, but I didn't have the words for them. All right, let me read it off to you. Do you see a difference between things being fair and things being equal? Let me read that again. Do you see a difference between things being fair and things being equal? I sat and thought about this for a little bit before I started recording. To me, there is a huge, vast difference. Say I make $100,000, which I don't. If anybody want to donate to my Cash App, please do. If I made $100,000 and my wife made $50,000, it's equal for us to go 50-50 on the rent. But it's more fair for maybe me to just pay the rent and her to get like the electric bill. And that to me is love. To understand the difference between fair and equal. Because there may be points where I can only give, I'm trying to give you 100% every day, but I only have 50 to give to you today. I only have 10% to give to you today. Just because we're equal, sometimes it just may not be fair. If you have more to give that day, like, let's nurture this relationship, and it doesn't always have to be 100 or 50-50 for us to be equally yoked. You know? You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be equal for it to be fair. And I would pray that like my future wife also has that same mentality, that same mindset, that it doesn't have to be equal for us to be on the same page about it being fair. I don't know, y'all. I think Paired really did a big ones with this app. I really do. The last one I wanted to answer with y'all is the most important lesson I've learned about love in the last decade. When I tell you this one, I really had to take a second with myself, and I had to really lock the fuck in. I think I struggle a lot with just understanding me. For the longest time, I really was like, man, like, I don't really have hobbies. Like, I enjoy the people that I'm around. I enjoy just like being present with my friends. I enjoy just hanging out, but I didn't really have like any to where I would get almost like lost into a relationship if that's what happened. So I think the biggest thing about love that I've learned is 1 and 1 equals 2. But it can't be 0.5, and now we're 1 together. Like, I feel like a lot of people say, you're a person, I'm a person, we're 1 together. I want to be 1 whole person, my girl will be 1 whole person, and together we make a beautiful relationship. I feel like for so long, it just took so long to figure that out for me. And I think as I'm moving into like this next stage of life and just being super intentional, I really want to just not just worry about, you know, how my partner sees me, but just showing up in the best capacity that I can, and that we grow together versus trying to be this 1 whole little thing together. You get me? I just know that sometimes we romanticize things before we should. And I'm here to say that's okay, because the delusion in us is saying like, it makes sense. But maybe just take extra time to really like sit and think with yourself about how to show up the best in your next relationship or your current one. And hopefully, you know, with a little therapy corner, with a little lesbian agenda, with a little bit of lesbian court, we can all do that together. Amen. Thank you for joining me on this week's lesbian agenda meeting. Thank you for coming back or coming to the first time of I Have Something to Say. I hope you answer the questions down below. Tell me what's the most delusional thing that you've done for a woman. I would love to hear your story. Make sure you send me some lesbian court submissions. I will be posting a story on my Instagram so y'all can submit. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share this video to your friends. Thank you so much for being here. Anyways, I had something to say. Bye.
We did it.
Episode 3 in the books.